They are the people who have the power to save your life. But an exclusive On Your Side investigation reveals a scary truth about Ohio's 911 dispatchers. They don't always know the information you need. Investigator Sarah Buduson joins us tonight with what she's uncovered.
Danita, cell phones have made it easier to dial 911, but we found the person on the other end of the phone may not be trained to handle the emergency you are facing.
Norwalk 911. Hello. I've got a female trapped in a vehicle, been swept off the road.
It's not easy to listen to the 911 call.
Help me. I got fire department going. I don't know what to do.
On the morning of February 28th, floodwaters swept Lisa Roswell's car into a creek off South Norwalk Road.
Okay, just kind of sit still, stay there while you're not moving. You don't want to do anything that's going to make it worse, okay?
Was that the right advice?
We would not recommend it. I personally would not recommend that.
First Lieutenant Mike Crum has taught water safety to law enforcement officers for 14 years. It's fair to say you know a lot about how to handle submerged vehicle situations.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Air is not going to be left in that vehicle.
Our investigation led us to Crum's class at the Michigan State Police Training Academy in Lansing, where he uses this one-of-a-kind simulator to teach submerged vehicle escape and rescue techniques to his students. And where we learned the Norwalk Police 911 dispatcher gave Lisa Roswell the wrong information. So what should you do if you're trapped inside a submerged vehicle? It sounds crazy, but don't call 911. Rescue yourself. Unbuckle your seatbelt. Roll down or break your window if you have to, and then climb up onto the hood of your car. Making a quick escape is your best shot at staying alive.
Our recommendation in a submerged vehicle accident is to try to get out of that vehicle and as quickly as you can.
We landed like right about straight down from where you are.
SHAWN WILTFONG would agree.
The water filled so quickly, like I didn't have no time to react or any time to think about what was happening.
Almost 2 years to the day before Lisa Roswell's accident, WILTFONG was the passenger in a car that plunged into the Cedar Rock River in Lansing. He says getting out quickly saved his life.
Honestly, I don't think I would have been here today.
It's pretty typical that a dispatcher wouldn't know how to handle that situation.
They're going to have to go off their training and experience to find the best solution.
Wadsworth Communication Officer Mike Banks has trained 911 dispatchers for nearly a decade. Though about 1,500 are reported each year, Banks says submerged vehicle accidents are not included in 911 training programs.
It's something that up until a year ago had never been discussed.
Do people actually use these? There's not even a backup plan in place. Many Ohio 911 centers have protocol sheets like these on hand. Available from national training organizations, they give dispatchers detailed instructions on how to handle just about any kind of call. But again, there are no instructions on how to help a caller trapped in a submerged car.
That's something that when protocols first came on the scene, that wouldn't have been a consideration. Nobody could call from a vehicle for help because there was no phone in their vehicle.
So, are we a little behind the times?
We could be.
That said, when we asked Banks to listen to Lisa Roswell's 911 call, the 911 instructor says he would have told her to try to escape. Would you have handled that call differently?
I think listen to the call. I would try to ask sooner than later if there's a way they could get out.
Norwalk Police Chief David Light did not want to talk to us on camera for this story, but he did defend his 911 dispatcher. He says the morning of February 28th, the water flooding this road was too cold and the current was too strong to tell Lisa Roswell to get out of her car. We contacted Lisa Roswell's family. They declined to discuss the moments leading up to the tragedy.
I don't know what to do. What if it gets up to my neck?
Well, you should be, they should be able to get to you before that.
Help did not reach Lisa Roswell in time. The mother of three's car and body were pulled from the Huron River the day after her accident.
In a current or not, you cannot stay in a vehicle.
Lieutenant Crum and Officer Banks say it is impossible to know if getting out of her sinking car would have saved Roswell's life.
She could have gotten out of the vehicle and been swept to her to her death.
But say 911 dispatchers need to know the right protocol for every kind of call.
Unfortunately, sometimes stories like this are the way that messages get out of things that need to be done.
Again, we made several attempts to talk to Norwalk Police Chief David Light for this story. He declined the opportunity to speak to us on camera.
Well, Sarah, you know, listening to your report is still very shocking to hear that 911 dispatchers aren't trained to handle that kind of call.
Danita, it surprised me too. So I dug deeper into 911 training, and you really won't believe what I found out about the rules in Ohio. Tomorrow at 11, we're going to reveal what I learned and show you how we're trying to make the state safer. For News Channel 5, I'm investigator Sarah Buduson.
All right, Sarah, we'll see you tomorrow night at 11 o'clock.